hello there, Eric. Thank you for meeting me here today.
Of course, Paula, anything for you. But call me Rentz. You know how I like it, Mommy.
Well, okay, dear, I guess. But remember, Rentz, don't call me Mama. I don't want no one thinking I made something looking like you.
Fine, whatever. What you want, bitch?
Oh, dear. Well, I called you here today to discuss your position here at Holiday World.
I'm partial to reverse cowgirl myself.
No, I mean within the company.
You mean like working the glory hole out at the maintenance shed?
No, Rentz. See, this is exactly the problem. This is a family park with family values.
So, like, daddy issues.
No, Rentz. Now, I'm just afraid we're gonna have to let you go.
What? But I'm a model employee. Look at me. Look at me. Look at this ass. I mean, just look at these perfect, glistening DSLs.
DSL? Now, what in the actual fuck is DSL?
Dick-sucking lips. Obviously.
Oh, good God, Rentz. Okay, now see, this is why. Eric, you're just too over the top for Holiday World clientele.
I feel like I'm being discriminated against for being a fabulous, empowered homosexual.
Honey, this has nothing to do with you being a big old gay.
Well, then what is this about?
Oh, well, hun, now I do have lists. Like during lifeguard training when you were yelling at those poor old fat kids to put their shirts back on.
I was also oinking at them. Oink, oink, put your shirt back on, fatty.
Or how about when you changed the sign on Gobbler's Getaway and made it say Cock Gobbler's Hideaway?
Oh, don't tell me that wasn't the most popular ride in the park that day.
Oh, well, how about when you urinated on that park guest standing in line for the Raven?
What? He said he was into water sports.
No, dear. He said he wanted to go to the water park.
So is that seriously all you got? I mean, Leah does worse with her oboe every day.
Darling, where Leah puts her oboe is none of our damn business. Besides, you did all this just yesterday. Not to mention you replaced all the free sunscreen in the park with white paint. You filled empty seats on the voyage with inflatable sex toys. You replaced all the soda flavors in the park with bacon. And you stood out front of our parking lot and charged people $25 to park. Rentz, you know we don't charge people to park.
But...
Bitch, now I'm not done. Last year, you switched out our plans for the corn maze, and you made it look like a giant ejaculating penis. And every time a park guest asks you for directions to the legend, you just point to your crotch. And you film furry porn while wearing our park's mascot costumes. Now, Rentz, I just don't see that you've left us much choice.
Why do you guys gotta be such bitches? This is a theme park. It's supposed to be fun.
Bitches? Rentz, you shit all over your seat on Thunderbird the first time you rode it. And you didn't even apologize.
Oh, come on. There was nothing I could do about that one.
Yes, Rentz, but did you have to set it on fire?
Well...
Oh, now that's what I thought. Now you go take those precious little buns and those BSLs and you go have some Dunkin' Donuts on me, okay?
BSLs?
Butthole-shaped lips, my dear.
Well, fine. At least they want me over at the Ride This One podcast. I'm out here.
Oh, well, you have fun at the Potty Mouth podcast, you sick fuck. I would like to personally apologize to Paula and everyone at Holiday World for that sketch. Please don't ban us. We love you. Butthole-shaped lips, my dear.
Ride This One podcast. If you want family friendly, go listen to Coaster fucking Radio.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Welcome to episode 34, or I guess fucking version 2 of it.
Version
Fucked it up the first time.
2.0.
Is it
Yes.
34 and a half?
Every time that he is on our show, we have technical issues.
I mean,
do we try to have Tom on the show again?
We have to, I promise. I already rescheduled him. And,
Okay.
And people are probably confused. We did record. We
Yes,
did.
we did.
With our good friend.
Well, we recorded.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. So, I mean, we could have released the episode, but it would have been us talking to a ghost.
And not a fun ghost like Thomas Kincaid.
Huh?
Huh. Ain't that
Basically
the
us
truth?
talking to our listener base.
Yeah. But you know what, guys? I'm so glad that we're back. You know, I mean, I'm sure that everyone else out there is glad we're back. You know, they're having to wait that extra time for a new episode.
Yeah.
I know they missed us.
It's great. We have a good one. We have a good one stepping in today. We have
Well, we'll see about that.
Eric Rentz, motherfuckers.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back on a podcast.
Welcome.
Eric Rentz, as most people know, was the guy who's been really fucked by Holiday World for the past several years.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that what you heard?
I don't know if it's true, but I like to start naughty rumors, so that's what
Yeah,
I
right.
No, that's the other show that does all the rumors. You're on the wrong show, sir.
Bitch, that other show does whatever I tell them.
We don't start rumors, we plant seeds.
You create chaos.
Speaking of which, I guess it's true because we started a second show. This is, I guess, technically the first time now that we're going to be talking about it on RTO.
Ooh, yes.
RT2.
RT2.
Ride
Yeah.
this too, bitch.
No idea who came up with that idea, but yeah. That's a great name.
Super original.
So original.
So
I
original.
think it was Ryan. It's all his fault.
Okay.
They just had a big guest on.
Did they really?
They had Miss Darian Lake of RuPaul's Drag Race came on the show.
Freaking awesome.
Oh, shit.
That's cool. Nice.
It's very nice.
Okay, is that girl, like, actually into theme parks, or was she just like, that name is fabulous and I'm taking it?
You know what? She was telling theme park stories with us without us having to ask. Because I did show up on that episode because I don't trust a bitch. That's what I'm saying.
Well, of course you don't. You got to make sure they're drinking. Because I heard the first episode they didn't even fucking drink. What the fuck?
One of them kind of did. I mean,
kind of.
yeah.
No. This is right. This one. You can't come on here if you're not drinking.
It's true.
We cheers to that.
Cheers. Cheers, motherfuckers.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
Wait, I have to pour mine.
Bitch, you just ain't ready for nothing today.
I know.
Except for to go to the
Oh,
bathroom.
shit, I'm spilling.
Except to go to the bathroom. He's always ready to go to that.
Well, what is everybody drinking? I'm drinking a Heyday Modern IPA. It's okay.
I am drinking gin from the bottle.
Gin from the bottle.
But it's good gin.
I'm drinking Monster tequila drink, basically. Monster, and you pour tequila in it. It's high
that
quality.
sounds good.
Jesus.
That sounds good.
You know what, guys? What's really exciting is I thought we would do, since Rentz is here in town,
Yeah.
thought we would start the show doing something really fun. I have a game idea. It's called 69 Degrees of Separation.
Oh, yes. I'm excited about 69. Yes.
Cheers to that.
And what it is,
I don't have to play. I'm not playing. No.
you're not playing. It's fine. You were gonna lose anyways. It's all subjective.
I always lose. That's funny.
Not really. We have a lot of news and a lot of fun that's coming our way. So I guess
Always.
what we should do. There's a lot of news that's happened, so we're just gonna jump right in.
Is there really? That's not what we were saying in the pre-show, but okay.
No.
But sure.
Well, you know,
Nothing's going on.
It's all the news that happened last episode that we didn't have to type up a new episode guide. It was perfect.
High
That's
quality
true. I
stuff.
added like 2 things to it. It took me like 5 minutes. Bitch, I have done my week of work.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
It's
well
a
done.
show. Let's call it.
We are looking for a intern. If anybody wants to wear a blue dress and get some
Ooh, I'll do it.
get some a white stain on it, play around with some cigars, come on in. Send us an email.
Come on, guys. Who doesn't want a 3rd-degree cunt burn?
Scared off our last intern. Please, we need someone to fill the position since intern Chris has moved on to bigger and better dicks. So,
Or maybe just more. I mean, where he's at, from what Drew the intern said, there's a lot more where that's coming from.
it's probably quantity over quality.
That's a good question, Rance. I'm going to ask you this. So if you had to choose between one fantastic dick or like 3 okay dicks, what are you going to pick?
Like at once or
Yeah.
like...
Yeah, one.
Of course.
Quality over quantity.
Okay.
Okay.
You obviously don't have ADD.
It's called ADOS.
I wouldn't get bored too easy.
Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny.
No, that's a tentative dick disorder.
Oh. No idea what that is, but okay, sure. Maybe it's a California thing.
It is a California thing.
Gotcha. You guys in your
thing.
California shit, whatever.
Ooh, dick. Ooh,
Yes. Ooh.
dick. Ooh, dick. So we have some good news coming out of Vegas, or I guess you could call it Vegas. But at Buffalo Bills, we at least have Desperado. It's still alive.
Yay.
It's opened back up. And
Yay.
it's running for the next 5 minutes. So get on it if you get
For
the
the
chance.
next 5 minutes.
Well, you know what sucks is if you want to go ride it out there, it has to be 10 people or they won't run it.
Really?
Oh, really?
And that
You
can
have to
take
have
15
10
minutes
people
get
to
10
run it?
people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weren't you saying they just have it scheduled during the day, like certain times?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's open for a few hours on weekends for the most part, on Saturdays. But if you want to ride it, they won't send it through with less than 10 people. So if you're like a coach enthusiast, man, you got to basically wander around, be like, hey, do you want to go spend $20 to ride this roller coaster? I mean,
They'll
it's a
send
bit
it through
much.
if it's like, there's also a time limit. I think it's like if it's 20 minutes or longer or something, they send it through. Because every time that I've ridden it, it's been like right when it opens, because we always fucking go to Vegas early. And it's like 4 people on the train. But you sit there in the station for fucking ever. It's like a good 10-minute wait just sitting there. Like, it's the one ride where I encourage you to bring your phone with you just because there's so much downtime.
So basically what you're saying is you want people to experience it like they did Slinky Dog. Did you guys see that picture that Drew tweeted out? Okay, so Drew tweeted out a picture and circled all of the cell phones that are out on Slinky Dog on like one of the pictures that somebody had, and it was like there was like 8 or 9 cell phones out. You're doing a lovely shaky cam experience.
That's just it's over 4. It's a 4-hour wait right now.
Right. Exactly.
Like, enjoy the ride.
I won't
Exactly.
wait 4 hours for a dick. I'm definitely not going to wait 4 hours for Slinky Dog. Fuck that bullshit right now.
Fuck no.
Hell no.
Mr.
No.
Mr. Nemesis said he waited 20 minutes in the train for people to get on the train to ride Desperado.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
I mean, at least it's running.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
At least it's
as
running.
long as it's still there. It's an amazing roller coaster.
Yeah.
I'm offended. My mom's not running.
Is she Desperado?
She's desperate. Let me talk about my mom actually for a second because I like giving people updates.
So the annual aerial mention or the weekly aerial mention is now turned into this and the Slaters Mom mention.
That's true because, whatever. Ariel has a boyfriend now, so she's way more boring.
Oh,
Oh gosh, when
she's
people get
settling
happy,
down.
when people are like happy, they're like boring. People need to be a little unhappy in their lives. It's just
you need to
true.
suffer to have a good time.
Great art comes from suffering, and this is why I beat you all right. Before we come on air.
Otherwise, what are you escaping from, motherfuckers?
Right?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be an escape. Or escaping from Slater's basement. Either way, welcome to broadcast.
I've tried many times. He's got some really strong padlocks on
I'm
there.
sure he does.
Girl, it's been unlocked for a year. You just don't want to leave.
It is comfy down here.
I know.
I finally found the thermostat. I got it at my perfect temperature.
Good.
Which is 2 dicks in the ass.
Yes, exactly.
So your mom.
But no.
So
my
tell us
mom,
about your mom. What's going on with your mom?
Yeah, my mom made an announcement
Okay.
to us the other day, and that is that she is a flat earther now.
Whoa.
What?
I can't.
What?
I can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How?
Serious as can be, says she needs to tell us something. And apparently NASA is the devil. We've been lied to. She is a flat earther.
How?
I just looked at my
How?
sister and said, that's it. I'm done. It's time to put the bitch down.
Tell me the
So-
theory. Like, what was the theory? Tell her, like, what was she, like, why does she think that?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't give a fuck.
Sure, Mom. Whatever you
I need to know.
say.
You need to find out. You need to figure out the rationale.
I think rationale's not the right word there.
Right.
We thought she didn't hit her head in the accident. Apparently that was not true.
Aw.
Wait, did she not think this
Wow.
until after the accident?
If you like, there's like websites. If you go on and you look like the stuff these flat earthers say, you think it's a parody, and it's not.
No, I did. After she told us, I kind of went and looked like, okay, what exactly is... I wanted to like throw my fucking computer.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's insane.
What all did they believe? Tell us, for those that don't know, what a flat earther is. What is a flat earther?
They believe it's like a disc.
It's a disc. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, first off,
It's like Asgard.
their arguments are like, how does water stick to a sphere? It doesn't, man. It's a
my
disc.
God.
It's just a pool.
There's literally a video online of a guy saying he's proving it. He takes a plate and pours water. The water stays. Then he pours water on top of basketball, and he's like, "See?" And that was his
Look
proof.
at that.
Wow. Okay. That makes total
God.
sense. Logic. Hashtag logic.
And you know what? I get it. So back in the day, Vekoma had flat earthers working for him. It all makes sense.
Now the question is,
God.
did they hire Shilke after? Was he one of the flat earthers? Because I could see the hippiness flat earth
No.
maybe.
He's kind of a hippie.
No?
I don't know. I think it was right around the time that they built Lightning Rod that they converted to being flat earthers. That's when shit stopped working.
Well, it's
God. You need to update us next time and say I've converted her back to reality.
Well, my hope is that next time, like, she's gonna be like, I'm a flat earther and a Jehovah's Witness. I'm like, good bitch, I don't have to buy you presents anymore.
no birthday, no Christmas. It sounds good to me.
Yes, I'm like, fine, we'll put up the Christmas tree. You go sit in your chair all sad, bitch.
Buy her a globe for Christmas.
So my question is, do they make flat Earth globes? That's do they make like a frisbee?
Yeah, it's a frisbee. Throw it at her
Yeah,
face.
it's called a picture of the Earth.
Right, but I want to actually be able to hold it, and so is it? Can I like get a flat Earth frisbee or globe? That'd be awesome.
Did you know that flat earthers do not believe that Australia exists?
What?
No, that's
What?
not true.
What?
They do not
No,
believe.
how? Why?
No, they think it exists.
They say that
Where do they
Australia
think they are?
is a lie and that
She's in some
Australia
kind
does
of
not
separate
exist.
fringe flat earther thing.
What?
Motherfuckers.
Because being a flat earther wasn't crazy enough, motherfuckers. Let's just push it.
Right. This makes Alex Jones look like a kind of reasonable guy.
It's a lie, mate.
He's like crazy as fuck, but he's like, at least the Earth is round.
They think that Antarctica is like a giant ice shelf all the way around the planet, or all the way around the disk, and that's keeping everybody in.
Uh-oh, Rentz.
Okay.
You seem to know a lot about this, Rentz. I'm confused.
No, because it enrages me, so I like go on and I'm like,
Right.
I have to research. I can't even believe it.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? That was a fun introduction to the episode. My life is terrible right now. But
Could you even say it's Desperado?
But I want to dig into the person that is Rentz. Now, a lot of our listeners also listen to a Ho-O-Po or the Holiday World podcast, or what is an hour-and-a-half long advertisement for Holiday World every couple of weeks.
That's right.
Oh my God, you have Dole Whip!
They fucking care about Dole Whip.
I had Dole Whip last weekend, bitch.
Oh, at Disney.
Yeah, I know, Figment motherfucker. He's sitting here wearing a Figment hat. With
Oh
wings.
yeah. For those you guys unfortunately who are not joining our live broadcast, I've got this amazing new hat, Figment with the Figment wings and everything.
I love the wings.
That is a pretty sweet hat.
It's lovely.
I saw it and I was like, I have to have that hat.
It is kind of gay. Lift your head up. Lift it a bit.
Yeah,
Lift your
rainbow,
there you
yeah.
go. It's
Yeah.
got a rainbow under the bill of the hat.
He's
It's
fucking
lovely.
scaly. God damn
It's
it.
support for, although it's July, so that's not it. Anyway, yeah.
He wears it while he's banging his wife, and he like loves to see the little wings flap. It's like, oh yeah.
Absolutely. Imagination.
Next thing you know, they're taking off. It's just, that's how they fly to Orlando these days. Just so, but enough about Goliath fucking his wife once every 2 years. Let's jump
Hey, 3 times. you know.
3 times.
So I know you worked at Holiday World and they've got all that shitty wood up there. If you could ride, just one type of coaster for all eternity, would you rather ride a steel coaster or a wooden coaster?
Steel.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
all
God.
the way. Well, and listen, my home
You
park or where I
cunt-faced
work.
bitch.
Well, listen, where I worked before, at Great Escape, the Comet, like that's a great wooden coaster. That was always a great wooden coaster, but I would do steel before I would ride.
Like, what's your favorite steel?
The big news out of this is what Rentz is saying is he is a fucking top, because we all know tops prefer steel because they can't take a rough
The
ride.
steel.
They
I
just
mean,
can't.
look at him. I mean, people on the live broadcast, just look at that man.
Oh God, look at me.
He is all that is man.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
Yeah, I would if I had to ride a steel coaster the rest of my life. I ride or the Superman ride in New England. Great ride.
Oh, you mean according to USA Today, the #1 roller coaster in the United States?
Yes, that's right. I'm all about the statistics.
Well, if you look, the one question is, did you actually look at who was who was helping out judge that?
Who are you sponsored by?
Well, it was our lovely friend Rob. Don't ban me.
Banned!
I've been banned. I've been banned.
Have you
You
really?
were banned.
Yeah,
been banned.
long time ago. I think I was just like, I think he was like verbally destroying somebody, and I just said something like, "Oh, that's not nice," and that was the end. So I don't know.
Oh, well, you know.
Wow.
You know what? I bet he's a flat earther.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That wouldn't surprise
Let's start
me.
that. I'm going to start that
Rob
rumor.
Alvey.
Rob Alvey is a flat earther because it's
He's
the
a
only
bubble
thing that makes
earther.
sense.
Because he only just, like, lives in his little bubble. And if you try to come and pop it, you're banned! Banned!
It's a problem. Listen, it's too bad too because like I go to that site all the time. It's got great content, but I just go right to the pictures and videos because I can't. The verbal assaults are like, it's just like, come on.
It's ridiculous. And, like, how they, like, go out and, like, stab a bunch of people virtually. And then
Yep.
they come in and they go, we don't like drama. We're just here to stay together and be happy. And then they go out, bam, 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 bam. Oh, they're so terrible out there. It's so horrible.
If you don't have a sense of humor, don't be on the site. Well,
Right.
Well,
Right.
what's Rob's issue? You know, how is he able to be on the side if anyway?
love the site. I do. I love the site. It's a great site. I
It is,
what are you gonna do?
but
You know, it is what it is.
You can love the country but hate the president.
I mean, if you get a little bit of power when you're power hungry, you just...
that was just the bash Rob part of the show. No,
Since we just derailed in this fucking show, why not talk about the roller coaster that derailed in Florida?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. That
Oh,
was like
how's
bad.
that
Oh,
for
you guys hadn't talked
transition?
about that yet?
that was crazy. This is one of those things. You don't ride a roller coaster if it's been on a truck. And let's just be
I
honest.
disagree.
Let's just be honest. This coaster has probably been on truck multiple times, been to multiple different parks, and they've got high quality maintenance. All those tiny parks,
so
right?
what? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Everyone assumes a small risk when they go and ride a roller coaster, or walk outside, or get in their car, or anything.
Gare Bear, darling, do you know why this derailed?
Why?
It rusted through.
No excuse.
Oh.
Yeah, it
It-
rusted through. It's
The
not
track
like
rusted through.
it's not
And-
like
Oh,
they
maybe that's
got on a
the
coaster and
problem.
it had issues. No,
Oh.
the track fucking rusted through.
How do you miss that?
Oh, man.
Bad.
Remember how we keep talking about how there should be some, like, safety regulation that is instituted for all of America, but
Nah.
there just isn't any sort of such thing
Nah,
that exists?
nah.
Well,
Do what they
ASTM.
want most of the time.
Yeah, but see, that's not enforced. It's a guideline that most parks
It's a
follow.
guideline.
Well, some states don't even adopt.
Right.
Right? Exactly.
And then if you're not NDTing your rides,
How
you're not
is-
going to know the physical strength of the.
How is that not like in everyone's best interest to like?
Okay, wait a second.
respect-
Now, what is that indie? What was that?
What are
was
we
that?
What are we talking about? For those that
NDT, like structural testing to make sure that it's sound and nothing's, inferior inside.
Now,
Right.
this is what I love about you. Like, just in case people wonder, like Rentz did not just work at a park. He is a legit theme park and coaster nerd.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows what we're talking about.
Yes.
He's not coming on here like Intman who?
Who's saying that?
Well, he runs a theme park podcast. What do you expect?
Well,
That's right.
I'm just saying.
He's an expert.
Do your homework.
Not that we're experts, but
so what's your coaster count?
Oh, I don't know.
I like that.
I'm like half nerd.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
I don't, yeah. I know when I was younger, I totally had like an Excel sheet, but like then I got a job.
But then he got a job at Holiday World. How long did you work there?
I worked there for about 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What did you do?
But I worked
there?
at a park before that. I worked at a park before that for like 6 years, so I've been doing it for a while.
Wow. So what did you do there? For those that don't know.
At Holiday World, I worked over the attractions department. So
Okay.
the rides in the water park. Yeah. It was a good time.
Okay, but they never told you what new things were coming.
I mean, I had a little bit of knowledge, but I wasn't making the decisions.
Well, that was the problem.
Yeah. Well, no, they got a really good guy who I worked for at the end who he's really smart with all that in the building and construction. So anything they add in the future, whatever it may be, I have no idea what it could be, will be good.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
I'll text you later, Slater.
I already sucked his dick for the answer.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
His cum tasted like a B&M.
Good. Good quality.
Went down smooth, no rattle.
But does it roar?
This website that we have linked for the fucking next story is so riddled with ads that my ad blocker just blocked the whole website.
Did you just try to go to Screamscape?
No, it was T3 reopens after 2 trains collide.
Yeah, now this is an old story, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, T3, it's a shit ride. 2 trains ran into each other. It was really funny.
It's like, it was just perfect timing, like right after the Steel Vengeance thing. It was like, look, we can be in the news too.
So is T3 going around and killing things too?
Always and forever.
It
Good.
should. And why do I have a feeling that people wouldn't be crying about those?
Ow, my back hurts. Ow, my back hurts.
Do you know that with that, I literally got a text, like a message on Facebook, something like, leave Steel Vengeance alone. What did it ever do to anyone? And they were serious. I'm like, what did it ever do to someone? It didn't actually send anyone to the hospital. That's what it did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my
you actually got a message on Facebook? We actually got a message on Facebook about that?
I did. And I'll send it to you.
Wow.
I'll send it to you. It's absolutely...
Leave vengeance alone.
It doesn't have fucking feelings.
Well, some people might think it
Your
does.
legs don't have fillings when you ride that thing. It cuts all blood off.
It just cuts it off.
These coaster nerds have a lot of pent up feelings.
Yeah.
That we just like, we like to fucking stick a hot needle in there and just like stir it around.
Which is about as close to sex as most coaster nerds are going to get. So
It's true. True.
Gosh. So I should have known, like, I didn't know when I first, like, heard you on Ho-Oh-Po that you were a big old coaster nerd, but now it makes sense. A giant old homosexual moving from the New York area out to Santa Claus, Indiana. Of course you're a coaster nerd. No one in their right mind is going to do that.
No one.
I mean,
Yeah, I knew about Holiday World.
I've been there. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like Cornfield Central for sure.
I mean, seriously? And when you log on to Grindr out there, it just displays a screen that says, ha 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 ha, fuck you.
This app not available for download in your location.
Right.
It's just this bitch you in the woods.
You need internet first.
Do you know how many people on Grindr out there were like, yep, I voted for Trump and I don't regret it. I'm just like, but I still like some dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a tough adjustment out there. It's a different world.
They don't like to admit that though. That's on the DL.
See, people in cities, they don't know what it's like. Like, you can find dick
no
within
way.
walking distance, but when you're in the Midwest, you got to drive. And sometimes like a half an hour. You got to drive. Okay.
Gotta go to
I
the
can
next
just see
state.
you like putting your fucking like I'ma get dick playlist on and just like cruising an hour away, just like I'ma get that fucking dick. I'ma get that dick 70 miles an hour.
Go to the other time zone.
Wow, that's a great react. Like, I feel like you've done this, Scare Bear.
Yeah,
It's like,
that was
I used to live in Florida.
cool song.
What part of Florida? Because from what I understand, it's full of gays.
only in certain areas.
This was back in the day.
Back before we had cell phones and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty long ago, actually. I'm getting old.
Basically,
bitches.
it's long, unlike your coaster count.
Yep, that's very true.
Oh, gosh. This podcast is already just fucking on fire. But not as on fire as Carowinds these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
What happened at Carowinds?
I really am starting to wonder if what Mike and EB did with their whole thing in Coaster Radio, like, I think they are setting the fires now.
They're setting the fire.
I think EB is going around.
No, Slater, it's not EB, it's Hagrid. Hagrid.
Right. Okay, did your parents tell you Santa Claus doesn't exist yet?
No, I believe Hagrid's going around and setting these fires. That's what I've heard. He's the one that set the fires. But that's what I'm saying.
It's actually EB going and doing it so they can continue with the bit.
Thanks. Now you just ruined it for me. Now you just ruined it for me.
He's like basically like mini Hagrid anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll set myself on fire and EB can put me out with his dick.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. So what you're saying is you're into golden showers. Good to know. I didn't realize that, Slater.
You'll become an arsonist.
No. Let me rephrase that. Fuck it. I don't give a shit at this point.
Do whatever.
Did they say how that started?
No, but 12 cars caught
That's why
fire.
I want to know the origin.
12 cars. What ride was this?
No, it was the cars in the parking lot.
No, this was the parking lot. This is the parking lot.
Okay.
Parking lot.
Now, 2 weeks previously, a bumper car in Carowinds caught fire.
Oh, I heard about that.
Jesus Christ! What is that place made out of? Fucking tinder?
Maybe.
It's just ready to go up and smoke.
So is that why they're getting a new wood coaster?
They just bought a
Is that what
really
they're
good
getting?
insurance plan.
Oh, okay. Is that the issue?
They're gonna cash out and move to the Bahamas.
You know who would be happy if they got a wood coaster? Uncle Kevin.
Yeah.
He was sure of it. I mean, I think he'd be laughing his way to the bank with that one. He'd be real happy.
Yeah. He just opened Uncle Kevin's splinter removal.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, Rentz, of course, you're a giant fucking nerd. We're all giant fucking nerds. So how the hell did you get into this hobby?
Probably like everybody else. Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going to your
that
home
game
park
ruined
when
our
you're
lives.
young.
Should we start a class action lawsuit and like sue them for making us socially inept?
I'd sue them for making Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and beyond.
Is that what made you gay as well?
Roller coasters?
No, Roller Coaster Tycoon, you know?
Maybe.
No, I think being gay made me like roller coasters. I had to escape my terrible childhood somehow.
There does seem to be some sort of correlation. I don't know what it is, but
it's the fantasy.
Something about being able to ride a mean dick means you can ride a mean roller coaster.
It's true, like getting thrown around a bit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's probably
it. Woo, wee.
Can I tell you all a story?
Can you tell us a story, guys? Can Slater tell us a story?
No.
Okay.
Of course.
Why the fuck do you ask, Slater? Why do you ask?
Why do you ask?
Why the fuck do you ask? Why are you asking? You're just gonna do it anyway.
Because I'm trying to be polite, but
his politeness will be going out the window when he edits it. You know, he's gonna sound like an asshole, like he is online. You know, so here we go. Story time with Slater. Another one.
Story time.
Why don't I just give you a closet for your stories? You can tell one story in the closet a day, an episode.
More time in the closet.
We could just give him Slater's Coaster Corner.
To be fair, I didn't spend much time in the closet at all. I came out when I was 14, screaming. I was in the Midwest. I'm like, I like dick!
Fine.
Get me out of here.
Closet. Fine. A corner. We'll give you a corner so you can tell your story.
Nathan's Come Corner. No, I was just going to say, if you all wanted to hear the story of the last time I did stuff with a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the Blue Waffles link?
No, this has nothing to do with Blue Waffles.
It was gross.
But before I get into this story, I feel like that needs to be talked about now. Thank you, Gare Bear.
Yes.
Rentz, do you know what a Blue Waffle is?
Never heard of that, no.
No, you haven't really?
No,
What is this, 2011?
2011? What are you talking about?
This is an old meme.
Very old.
Okay, tell me. Refresh my memory. Maybe I do.
It's all Goliath's fault.
Okay, it is. Someone took some ladies.
No. We can't
describe it.
Want me to Google
Don't
it?
describe it.
Just
You have
having
to
him Googling it right on the show.
You have to see it.
Okay, let me look.
Google image search blue waffle.
Google image search blue waffle. For those out there watching us, do it the same. Post your reactions in the chat.
It's telling me to turn off safe search.
You do have to turn off
Yes.
safe search. Yes.
You definitely
You
have
have
to turn
that
off
shit
safe
on, motherfucker?
I'm not looking at this. What the fuck is this? Oh, I can't. Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
What is it? Describe it for the listeners.
It's a lot of blisters.
Well, what that is, it's the new pizza coming to Holiday World next year. It's the bacon chicken ranch blue waffle pizza.
Oh, gross.
So I guess it's got to be better than the Knoebels pizza, though, right?
But then there's actual blue waffles. Oh, someone
Yeah.
made a breakfast taco.
Holiday World should sell blue waffles with their blue ice cream.
There
I
you
can't
go.
even. This is so disgusting. I can't even fucking talk about
What?
this.
No, seriously, tell me in your own words what you see, what you smell right now.
I'm not
Through the
smelling
screen.
anything. I'm seeing a lot of like blisters and folds.
Well, you'll be happy to know that blue waffles don't exist. It's just a Photoshop.
Oh, are you serious?
It's a hoax, yes.
Oh,
It doesn't really exist. But it is fucking terrible.
It's a fictional STI that's believed to both turn. Oh my god. I can't.
We are the best theme park podcast out there.
I like how in
Absolutely.
between all
Yes.
these terrible pictures, though, is an actual blue waffle. That looks really good.
Yes,
Yes.
I know. An actual
Yum.
blue
That looks
waffle
delicious.
looks delicious, but
It does. As long as it's not from Waffle House, because you have no idea what kind of STDs you'll get there.
Oh yeah, where those forks have been.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
You're worried about the forks?
What are you doing with those forks? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I don't want to know what you guys do with those forks. I'm just gonna walk away. Not going to Waffle House with you guys.
Yeah,
You guys
forks
say,
wasn't the right utensil. Well, that was disgusting. So tell us about your date with a woman.
Did she have a blue waffle?
She did not. She did not. Okay. Very last time, and to be fair, before this happened, I'd been with a girl 2 previous times. And by this time, I'd already decided that I was not really interested in girls anymore. And I just remembered this story the other day, which is kind of why I'm telling it. But I went to college in this small town called Greenville, Illinois, okay? It is in the middle of fucking nowhere, like Holiday World. It's cornfields. So we drove out to the fairgrounds and we parked in the fairgrounds, and it was me, my friend Shanita, some dude with this huge, like, 9-inch dick, and then me, my friend Amanda, and my friend Ty. Now, you have to understand, the girls I'm with were all, like, on the cheerleading squad out there. I hung with a very interesting group of people in college.
Well, of course you did, because you were a tight end.
It's true. Even so, what happened is we're parked there, and we're all drinking Everclear straight out of the bottle because we're classy bitches.
You mean not out of a super soaker like Eric?
Well, okay, to be fair, it was Everclear that we had put Kool-Aid packets into.
Well, of course. You can't just
what else
drink.
do you
You
do
can't
with
just
Everclear?
drink Everclear straight. You have to put
Right.
Kool-Aid or something, or
And you can't water it down, so you got to do something.
if you're really really high, really got a lot of money, you use that purple drink.
Purple drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how else do you turn it purple or blue?
Right.
Like, it's got to
Right.
be Everclear, right?
That's probably how they made the blue waffle memes, is like the blue
Ugh.
Kool-Aid. That's the yeast infection.
What, just some bitch spilled some blue Everclear?
No, they just like rubbed the grainy like blue Kool-Aid shit over their cunt. And
Ugh.
that shit
Ugh.
dies.
Yummy.
Look it off, Daddy.
Okay.
It's crunchy.
So
That's
Everclear.
not from the Kool-Aid. What flavor you want, honey? I got grape. I got orange.
I want fruit punch. I mean red. I want red. I don't want the color. I want red.
No, you don't want red. You want the fruit punch. You got to specify this.
No, it's not fruit punch. It's just red. It's just she goes and she buys the generic stuff. It's not
Ugh.
red. It's
I
not.
don't
It's not
trust
fruit
that.
punch. It's not grape. It's red and purple.
Actually, you want her quarter pounder is what you want. That's a whole other thing.
Oh, really?
This has ceased to be a theme park podcast.
Slater would like her lemon lime.
I don't know if it's the gin or the quarter pounders that are making me nauseous, but
Blue waffle.
something's getting to me. The show.
But no, okay, so my girl, she starts sucking this guy's dick up in the front seat, okay? Because we classy. And I'm sitting in the back with Ty. Now, Ty knows I'm gay, whatever. But I'm like, whatever, I'm drunk. So we started making out.
Now, is Ty a guy or a girl? I just have to ask.
Girl.
Okay,
Ty is a girl.
Because it could be, that name is one of those that could go either way.
A human is a human.
Ty is a girl, or at least last I checked was still a girl. But so she started to go for my dick, and I legitimately pushed the bitch outside the car.
Too much.
Literally, straight up fell on her ass right outside the car. And that was when I truly was like, I think I'm real gay.
I think
that or the Everclear got to you a little bit. You'd start, puking, and wait, no, we love you, man.
So that was it, and then she just laid on the ground.
Well, no, she was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
What I love the best is like the people in the front seat didn't even like stop to look as she's like just screaming.
Wait, is the car moving?
No, the car was not moving. Although that would be a better story.
I mean, it's probably shaking or something, or moving a little bit. No.
So what roller coaster was this on?
This wasn't on a roller coaster, my dear. This was on Gobbler Getaway.
Oh, is that what it was called?
My!
I've ridden that many times.
That's the sticky mess I had to clean up after.
I thought my turkey collar smelled weird, but now I know why.
I'm usually the gobbler.
How often
Gobble,
did you all have to yell at people for being inappropriate on Gobbler Getaway? Be honest.
You know what? Not on Gobbler Getaway, but man, last year I remember I feel like we had a couple calls in the wave pool.
Oh my god. Fucking at a water park is a new low.
Yeah, right. Go to Gobbler Getaway.
Right?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Have some fucking decency.
Now, was your office also underneath Gobbler Getaway?
Yeah. You could hear like the squeaking of the wheels.
Oh my
going
god.
around
Wow,
the corner. Yeah.
really?
That would drive me nuts. I'd love
Yeah,
it.
you got used. Well, obviously in the summer you're not in there as much, but when you were down doing something and the ride was going on, you knew it was kind of nice to know it was running, and it wasn't.
Your editing must be a bitch, like just being down there, like.
Oh yeah.
And then we rode that ride, and
yeah, right.
And it was great. It was really fun.
I'm still really sad that you weren't able to find like the old, like you all replaced the cat's hair not too long ago. I wanted that. I wanted the old cat hair. From
what did we replace?
The grandma. She was petting that fake cat, and you all
and it
replaced.
Was like raw or whatever.
Yeah, you all replaced it, and I wanted it because I thought that would be a wonderful, creepy thing to turn into a wig for a drag queen.
Yeah, to be like this was on. They gave away. Listen, they gave away good stuff. They gave away good stuff at Hollywood Nights this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you mean
like
sold.
Thunderbird's seat back? Oh yeah. Well,
okay.
For charity.
For charity.
What did they give away?
They gave away like Thunderbird seat backs or something.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Good.
Yeah, I actually bought one of them for Breckner's kids.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I should tell this story.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm there. I spent a good chunk of the time with Breckner and his two boys this year at Hollywood Nights. And I had
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Andrew. I had
Oh, that's embarrassing.
But I had Andrew. He was with me. And we were down looking at the auction when it was going on. And he was just walking by, looking at the seats and just crossing his arms. He's just like, I would. I really would. But I'm just broke right now.
Oh.
I'm just real broke right now. And I'm like, okay. And so, of course, at that point, I'm like, I'm going to get this for this kid. Like, he wasn't. So I put the bid down. He's like, oh, okay. So you're going to, get that, I see. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I would, but I just, I lost my job. But, like, he's creating this whole story for me about why now he's broke and he doesn't have the money, and it was awesome.
Aww.
So I did win it, and I got it for him.
That's
And
awesome.
Nice.
It was hilarious because the seat back was like bigger than him, and I told him the only way he was allowed to have it was if he was carrying it because I wasn't going to carry it.
Yeah.
So it was hilarious him running up the hill with that. But
What are they going to do with it? Are they going to like turn it into furniture?
well,
or
the first
something?
thing he said is, "I'm going to go sledding with this in the winter."
Oh, that's a
It'll
good
still
idea.
have thrills.
That's a good idea.
Motherfucker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a coaster nerd tidbit about like those B&M seat packs?
Yes, please.
They
Hepatitis C.
I can't imagine what they're full of, but no, they, if you ever go to a park and you see that the headrests are just disgusting from all the oils and the.
Oh yeah.
And what we
Right.
did this year was you can order a separate headpiece, so that way every year you can replace the headpiece.
What do those cost?
Oh
though?
my
What-
god, like thousands.
For like each
Oh, really?
or
I don't know what it really
Probably.
is. B&M. I mean, if it's from B&M, it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Specialized.
I'd
Yeah,
assume
of
if it's from B&M, they probably are at least $1,000 a piece. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Where else are you gonna buy them? At
Right,
fucking
there's a
Walmart?
monopoly on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're fucking foam rubber. Like it's
Yeah, they could make it themselves, and some of them do, or
For
they'll
that
take
price,
the-
like, why do they stain? I
right.
don't know.
And some of them will
Right.
do like Six Flags here at Magic Mountain. They just took the headrests off and like coated them in a black rubber, like
Yeah,
flex
you can do
seal.
that.
They flex sealed the motherfuckers and called it a day.
You can do that
And
too.
so now it's just black rubber. that
Hey,
they
you
can
know,
wipe
whatever
down.
works, right?
Like every time I see a picture of like nitro, I'm just like, oh, it looks terrible.
Yeah, it's cover it up. It's like, you know what the best cleaner is? Paint.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So how was Hollywood Night? I wasn't there. How was Hollywood
yeah,
Nights
I know
this
you
year?
were supposed to be there and drink with us afterwards, but then you decided to fucking quit, bitch.
Sorry.
Uh,
Sorry. No, seriously though, how was it?
It was fun.
I love the theme.
I actually had a pulled groin muscle, so I did not ride very much.
Oh man.
Because,
Aw.
and it was a bad one. I'd been going to the gym and I was doing squats, and then all of a sudden I was like, uh-oh. I felt it when it happened.
that's a great excuse for what really happened, I just must say. Like, you pulled your groin squatting. Yeah,
Has
sure.
Slater ever
uh-huh.
actually gone to Holiday World and actually ridden coasters? Because,
Yes.
when I was there, he was sick last year.
I
you
know.
rode him last
Fuck
year,
my
right?
flu.
Sick last year. And this is he pulled
I believe
his
he's
groin.
injured his groin. I think that it's legit, but I
Listen,
don't
you don't want to get on those rides
with
with a pulled groin.
No.
No.
You don't want
I
to
did
get on
ride
those rides,
some.
period.
I just didn't ride a lot.
What did you ride before you went out there? Is the real question.
Or was it who did you ride?
Who did you ride?
His name was Vaughn.
Groin.
I was so sore. Just couldn't do it, darling.
Eric, we know that you used to work at Holiday World. What do you consider your home park now? What do you consider your home park?
Well, I would assume, right? Can I assume?
Yeah, assume.
Is it Holiday World?
No.
No,
he's no longer
I'm not in
working there.
Indiana.
He's no longer
I'm
working
out
there.
the state. I'm out the state.
He's gone.
Upstate New York. My home park is Great Escape.
Oh,
Oh,
Lake
shit.
George. Yeah.
I'm
grew up
sorry
there.
I'm sorry for the winters.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But you know what?
Mm.
It's not a huge park. But when you grow up in a park, you have a connection. And at Holiday World,
Right.
that's a lot of the people there who have worked there forever. That's their baby.
And a lot less tornadoes out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So. Actually, I never saw one in the 3.5 years I was down in Indiana, but we had one in upstate New York here like 2 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
So I've never been to Holiday World. So why don't you, the Ho-O-Po host, that's really fucking hard to say,
Actually,
by the way.
his official title with us is the former Ho-O-Po-Ho.
Former Ho-O-Po-Ho.
Ho-O-Po-Ho.
That's
I like
that.
almost
Ho-O-Po-Ho.
harder to say.
Mhm.
The former Ho-O-Po-Ho. So how would you sell me on Holiday World? Why should I visit Holiday World?
Holiday World, it's a great park with great coasters and great water coasters and a great water park. Free unlimited soft drinks and free sunscreen. It's a great value and great product. You can't go wrong.
Great value. That's always great when they have to advertise how great the value is.
Yeah, you have to remind people about the free soft drinks. They take it for granted. I mean, that's a huge perk.
Oh my god,
That
is
is
this
a
really
huge
turning
thing.
into an episode of Ho-O-Po? Oh my god. You were the
Oh my
only
God.
reason I ever listened to that show. And it was more like, how long's that faggot gonna make it out there? I'm turning in every episode like, how long till that motherfucker breaks and stabs a straight motherfucker? Because it's gonna happen. And you were just gonna go like, ah!
They would have edited it out.
Amazing.
No, I mean,
so how long?
Uh-huh.
How long has Ho'opo podcast been going on for?
That's been going on for, I think, 2.5 years now.
2.5 years.
It started in February of 16 or
But
January.
it ended in May when he left, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I left in March, the podcast, so good research.
Oh, that's right. Well, whatever. I just remembered you left in May, but I don't know. Things were weird for me.
So why did you leave? Why did you end up leaving?
Well, I'm from upstate New York, so I wanted to get back. My brother just had a kid, so I wanted to get back home, closer to family. No, I told him in January, and I worked it out through the end of April, so it was all good.
He keeps acting like things were good, but when I saw Paula and I'm like, oh, Rentz says hi, she's like, oh, tell him fuck you.
She didn't say that. Paula loves it. I love Paula.
No, she said tell him we say hi and that we miss him.
I miss her. She was awesome. Yeah. You know, listen, when you're from the Northeast, the Midwest it's a culture shock. I mean, it's a completely different, it's hard to explain. Yes, it's hot as hell, and that's a whole different issue, but like just the people, I love so many people out there, but it's just a different way of life. Actually, we did the podcast in a church.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God,
Wow.
That's where we recorded.
Oh, no
Inside
wonder
of
they
it.
got
look
so
at
mad
you
at you when they
now.
had to edit
Yeah.
out your swearing.
Yeah.
Which is
heavily
hilarious
edited.
because people who probably don't realize, but Paula has the mouth of a sailor. I'm just saying it.
Let me tell you something about Paula. You want to have a good time and hang out? She's the one. She's a freaking good time.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, she's great. Oh yeah.
You got to drink with her.
Oh yeah.
The owners are fantastic. Paula's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, she kind of hates me right now because she takes this whole park thing real seriously, like it provides for her family or some weird
Right.
bullshit like that. I don't
Okay,
Why
know.
does she
So-
hate you?
That's my next question. Can I ask, like, how much, like, what did they fucking pay you to do this fucking podcast?
That's a really
What did
personal
they
question.
pay me? I
I don't care. I'm gonna
It was
ask
the
I'm
Midwest.
drunk.
He got paid in free soda and sun lotion.
Is that really what they paid you in?
You know what I will say? I will say the pay and benefits were really good.
Okay,
They
good.
listen.
That's
The
fair
family,
enough.
the family really wants to take care of the family's awesome, and they do. They take care of their management staff, and I was
That's
very
sweet.
comfortable. I was living very comfortably.
If people really want to know why he leaves, it's going to be summed up in this one question to ask him. Before you left, how many hours were you working a week on average?
Oh my God. So April 1st was Easter, and I was originally supposed to leave May 18th, but I bumped it up to May 4th. I had a sick relative at home I was trying to get home for, and from April 1st to May 4th took one day off, April 13th, and I worked easily 80 to 90 hours one weekend at the pool because we had lifeguard training. It was 12, 13 hours.
Wow.
12 hours, 13
Whoa.
hours.
Okay,
14
so
hours.
what do
Wow.
you do besides doing the podcast? What were you doing at Ho-Oh?
Oh, whoa. Just
Ho-Oh.
overseeing the attraction. So like that time of year, you're just literally, it's just ordering and training
God
and
damn.
hiring. And
And they were paying you to do the podcast on top of all of that?
you didn't get paid to do the podcast.
You didn't? That was, I thought that was
No
like
one gets
a
paid
paid
for that.
advertisement is what it sounded like.
That'd be nice. No, didn't get paid for that. I
I'm
did it 'cause
assuming
I-
it was a salaried position. Am I correct?
Yeah, salary. It was salary.
I'm really trying to fish to like, how the fuck do I pull this shit off? Like, I want to make money off a podcast.
Yeah. No, the
It's just
podcast
a
was
money
like an
pit.
added bonus. That was like an added bonus, but no, that wasn't a separate. I went on, they liked me. I'm sure they'll find somebody likable.
No, they won't.
See, now we can steal you away for all the dick you could fucking eat.
Oh, here on the RTO.
Yeah, we have the buffet set up. I mean, take your pick.
Hey, this is Andrew, aka Coaster Surf. I'm here with M Squared. We just met up for the first time at Busch Gardens Sea Orlando, aka SeaWorld Orlando.
We did Mako. Mako was a total walk-on, less than 5 minutes, which was actually surprising for a Saturday. Then we did Manta. Manta was actually an 80-minute wait. However, I was able to get us right to the front of the line. And then we did Sky Tower, and we looked at the Infinity Falls construction. And the employee on Sky Tower said that Infinity Falls should be open by August 1st. They were testing the water on the drop, but we did not see any rafts testing.
Yeah, we did see the trenches, the main trenches of the ride. They were still primarily dirt. They've not been cemented over, so they still have some work to do, but let's hope they keep working hard so we can get on this ride soon. Last thing I'll add is we did try to go to see the Sea Cows on Ice show. Yes, Goliath, we did try. Unfortunately, it was not showing today. We're very sad. Wah, wah, wah. Bye, guys.
You know, I'm actually really mad at Rentz right now because I keep telling him that I have every intention to fuck the cook's son, but he won't help me. He won't help me.
I can't help you. He's elusive.
You're so selfish. I can't believe it.
He's not even there. He's in New York.
I know.
Not like here, New York, but like New York.
Well,
City,
that's why he
New York.
moved. That's why he moved to New York.
Oh, he's with you.
Yeah,
you selfish bitch.
He's
Oh my
listening to
God.
everything you're saying.
You're riding that little Twinkie cock like a cowboy. Yeehaw, bitch.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually. He's the one I saw the least there, just because he was doing show stuff and he was working for people in New York. And so
That's right, Lauren. That's right, Leah. I'm going to fuck your brother.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Did you tell him that when you told him about RTO?
I said a lot of things.
So how long have you two been together?
What were you talking about?
That's why you really left. You're secretly in a relationship with your brother, and it's all this weird, like, uncomfortable secret thing.
It was a conflict of interest. I couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, I misinterpreted that whole conversation.
No, yeah.
How high are you?
Whole different.
The point of that was I didn't really see him a lot.
You know when you like look at something and your eyes don't focus properly, and you're like, oh, that's
what that was.
Weird.
Oh my gosh. So there's some sad news, guys.
What's that?
So did y'all hear that out in Gulf Shores, Alabama at Waterville, USA, their Cannonball Run wooden roller coaster, they're knocking that motherfucker down.
That's sad.
Really?
Meh.
No, it's actually
Really?
surprisingly good. I've ridden it several times. I vacation in Gulf Shores all the time.
It's surprisingly good. That's what you told me about the Voyage.
Yeah, Voyage is the best wooden roller coaster on earth. So go fuck yourself.
You didn't like the Voyage?
No.
Listen, it got 900 feet of track work this year.
Ooh.
Goliath is
900
like, fuck you and your
feet,
track
yay.
work. 900 feet when it's 8,000 feet.
Can we did it get shot? Did it get reduced in length and stuff to the perfect length?
No, it's still very long.
Why did they decide to kick Cannonball Run though?
Yeah, what
like
happened there?
why was that decided to end up on the chopping block?
We don't know. Now it's a really
Is
tiny
it really
bar.
super old and it's like falling apart?
That's the thing. It was built in 1995. So really,
What?
Oh, really?
yeah, it's not like this like super old ride, and it runs decent. I was out there last year. I rode it. It was really good. But I'm assuming something is coming in its place. You don't just like tear down a major attraction unless you're replacing it.
Are
right?
you saying there's really more coming?
Right.
Unless there's problems.
Are you saying there's really more coming, Slater?
I don't think that they could afford that.
Usually that means it's more expensive to fucking keep it running than it is to fucking tear it down.
You know what I actually would love is if they ended up building a clone of that same ride that they just built at OA.
Like
we didn't
Infinity
think
Loop.
this through.
Oh, that freaking Zamperla?
Yeah.
The one that that you probably couldn't ride? I know I couldn't ride it.
I probably couldn't ride it.
Hell, Gare Bear might not even be able to ride it.
Oh, I could ride it, dude.
Well, I mean, the question. Although the question is, if you could ride it, how was hang time?
Oh, shut up.
Wait, who wrote Hang Time?
You are
Shut
a
up.
worthless bitch. Oh my God. How have
Really?
you not been there yet? It is like 20 minutes
I
from your
know.
house.
I feel bad.
2 weeks
No,
ago
you don't.
when we had Tom on the show that didn't finish, you said you were going to go, and then 2 weeks later, you still haven't fucking gone.
I know.
How far are you from there, Gare Bear?
30 minutes away.
Oh my God.
Right?
Right?
I know. It's insane, isn't it?
It's okay. We still love our Gare Bear. He's
And that's
our-
why his counter.
I've been going through some stressful times.
That's why his coaster count's so low.
Yeah, don't talk to me about stressful times, bitch.
One day, I'm just going to sell all my belongings and move into a bus and just drive from
Move
theme park
into
to
a
theme park.
bus.
And just like,
I wanna live in a
that'll be
bus.
my life. And I'll broadcast from the road.
And you'll still have better audio quality than in the loop.
Got that shit on satellite.
I saw a picture today. In fact, thank you, Hyde, for sending this to me. Of the legend riding a cannon wearing a women's tank top. Ooh. I have not looked that gay in my life.
Wow.
Wait, can you share this?
Yeah,
share this?
I think it was on Twitter. I think I saw it on Twitter.
Who is this? This legend?
That is the legend from In the Loop.
Oh my goodness.
That is racial appropriation right there, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Appropriation.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does not have a BBC. He has a TWC. Think about it.
Oh.
You got it right away, and I love that. Speaking of dick, which when are we not?
Right, that's what I was wondering. Speaking of dick, really, that's not quite a transition.
Yeah, I know. But ride this one. We got our very first legitimate dick pic from a fan of the show.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what I was told. That's what I was told. Mm-hmm. Luckily, I didn't get to see it. I mean,
I showed all of the gay boys involved.
You didn't jerk off to that picture just like the rest of us did.
Rentz, tell me.
Come on.
I showed it to you. It was good.
Oh yeah,
it was
good.
Real good. Is that,
You shared it with Rentz.
Yeah, I saw it.
It with
awesome.
Rentz.
Oh my goodness.
It's nice. I can't complain. I can't complain.
I mean, I couldn't either. It's pretty good.
It's Goliath. Take a look. Tell us what you think.
It's like a courtesy glance.
It's not like a GIF or a
of
movie.
course.
Yeah.
However, bonus points if he sends one in. I'm just going to point that out.
Yeah, top that, right? Who's got a better one?
No, top me. But anyway. But anyways, no. And so I just want to take this moment to say shame on everyone else. Send those dick pics in.
Yes.
Obviously, we have someone who truly cares about what we're doing here.
Exactly.
You should offer something.
Ooh, dick pics for keychains. If you send out a dick pic and it has to be yours, I'll send you a keychain.
In honor of our new dick pic, maybe we should talk about the new coaster that's going into Six Flags Magic Mountain.
There's a new coaster going into Magic Mountain?
Did you already send that guy a dick pic keychain?
I won't, but if he sends me his address, I will send him a keychain.
Among other things.
That's just how Slater responds to dick pics. He just
give me your
sends
address.
it back, but over the mail. He's old school.
Thank you. Here's the keychain. Ain't that it's so cute. I'm just gonna hang it right here on top, just right there. Oh, it's like a crown. It's got like a tassel. It's adorable.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
It looks like I'm soft and then I'm hard, depending on how you hold it up to the light.
Well, you know it's soft, and I'm gonna put this around there. Don't get hard though; it'll cut off the circulation, and your dick will fall off.
Oh, I mean that's what my master said when he locked the key.
But anyways, you were talking about like Magic Mountain. They're getting a roller coaster or something.
Yeah, I didn't hear. I've never heard about this.
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, so apparently on June 4th of this year, they decided.
Oh, we're behind.
It's only July 1st, so we've been busy.
Yes, it's been a minute. But they've already started to clear areas in the area of Cyclone Bay. Reports claim that it's a kind of clearing to be taken to the place to the left of the Cyclone 500 go-kart. So it's like in the very back. Like, if you understand Six Flags, it's like a big ring with a lump in the middle that is the Magic Mountain, right?
Right.
So this is on the very back end of the donut that you would circle around. And it is like prime real estate because they that's where Cyclone used to be. You know, what was it? The inverted coaster
Deja Vu.
they had there. Deja Vu.
Oh, yeah.
That was where that was, basically.
Okay.
It's just been kind of left to rot, as it is, basically. And they use it for haunt stuff. They used it for a bit of one of their mazes this last few years. It's a good spot for it. Good spot for a new coaster, but it's fucking far in the back.
I heard that it actually might be a Mac from somebody. Now,
ooh.
I think that's just a popular rumor to say.
You just read it. You just read it from Screamscape, Slater. You just read it on Screamscape. I heard it from someone.
No, I actually didn't. They probably heard it from Screamscape. I have been so fucking behind and fucked up in my life. I didn't look at Screamscape till today, and I just skimmed it.
Trying to prove the Earth is round.
Wait, what? It is?
Because that's what we do. One rumor is it claims to be a new racing themed roller coaster that Six Flags has been asking about in online surveys.
Racing themed, not racing coaster.
Some kind of coaster from Mack Rides. I'm not 100% sure about this, but the rumor seems to be still young, so stay tuned. That's what Screamscape says.
When I worked at Six Flags, they kept like everything on the drive and didn't really protect it that well. And when they were building Full Throttle, of course, the animation for that was on way before they announced it. But they had this animation for it looked like this was single rail. So I think this was like Raptor track. And they had this animation, and it just made me think of this when you said racer. But it launched from the station. It had like 3 launches, and there were like 3-car trains. And depending on where they hit in the layout, they started kind of dueling, and not racing, more dueling. But I wonder if that's kind of like what they're finally trying to build.
Huh.
Or was that but if it looked like Raptor Track was just that early possibilities for Twisted Colossus?
Or they just ended up doing Twisted Colossus instead, or...
Yeah, exactly. They're like, well, we'll just do another fucking conversion because we have this contract.
Wait a second. Right. What about that video that came out of the redo for Superman? That's what I was expecting.
Right. I want to ride that. That sounds like fun.
That I think is like in their barrel of like new attractions. Like it's one of the fucking bullets in the chamber, but they're like wondering when they're gonna pull the trigger on it. They're gonna fucking kind of test the waters out, and they might be going with something else before they touch Superman, because Superman still works. I don't know why they would redo it yet, because it still works. They just put all this money into it.
It's actually working now. Nice.
Speaking of new rides, though, for next year, let's talk about Kennywood for a little bit.
Yes, let's talk about Kennywood and our 412-foot drop.
Wait, where at Kennywood? This is what Kennywood's doing?
Yeah, Kennywood, there's already supports in the ground. Now, here's what there's in. Kennywood's been landlocked for a long time. But recently, there was a rail yard that got shut down that was at the bottom of their ravine. So they bought that. They added a decent amount of land for them. And so you remember they just closed their old flume ride. Well, the station's going to go there. We got supports. And we do know it's a launched coaster.
Okay.
So they're doing these weird like scratcher tickets where like numbers are, and it's called Project 412. And it's revealing numbers, which all represent something for the ride. And I think it's supposed to announce on National Roller Coaster Day in August.
What day is that?
August 16th. I have my theory. Since they have the ravine is about 200 feet down. The first number I think that's got scratched, it was like 200 and something feet, right? It was like
220. It didn't say feet. It said 220.
Well, it doesn't say feet. It just says 220. My theory is because of the ravine, I think that they're going to do a launch. It's going to go up 220 feet, and it's going to drop a total of 412 feet down into that ravine.
Whoa.
That's what I think they're doing, because it's a way to do it cheaper, to get this insane drop that other parks won't be able to do, and they can advertise the shit out of that, right? Like,
true.
And what's really cool is there are some early blueprints for layout. Like these came out a while ago. You can look it up, and all of this, of course, can change.
I mean, if they're that close, why not go for the record?
But there's a train housing station out there, okay, at the bottom of the ravine where they used to keep the empty train cars. That building is up. It is not being demolished, so they are going to probably run the second launch out of the ravine through that building, and it's this cool old warehouse. It's super awesome.
So that they own that?
They own that. They bought all of that down there.
Yeah.
I am more excited for what the fuck they're doing out there than I've been for a ride in a long time.
I need to look this up.
Really?
Look it up.
What Slater's trying to explain is there's really more coming.
And if you read up on it, apparently they were trying to go with RMC, and RMC was going to do it, but then they was going to put a ride there. But when RMC looked at it, they said, sorry, we cannot do a wood coaster on your slopes. The ground, we just can't do it. So they're having to go with steel. And I guess Intamin was going to be cheaper than doing a single rail. So they're going with
Intamin. There's a risk.
Wait, this would be wouldn't this be the first Intamin that we've had installed in the U.S. in how long?
Yeah, seriously. When is the last time?
We had that one at the SeaWorld recently.
SeaWorld.
Wavebreaker.
Wave Racer is Intamin.
It's not bad to get an Intamin.
Is Wave Racer Intamin?
That's not Intamin.
No,
it's not.
Wavebreaker is Intamin.
Mac. I thought that was Mac.
Are you sure? Let me double check that.
I'm looking.
I could have sworn that was Mac.
I could be wrong, but I thought Wave.
Where's the intern to correct us?
I know, right? He was so fucking smart. God damn it. We need another
That was an Intamin. You are correct.
Really?
I was pretty sure it was Intamin.
Yes, but it has let's just be honest. It has a height of 61 feet.
Intamin's a grower, not a shower. What can I say?
So going from 61 feet to 400.
Listen, Intamin's the only one who's made a 400-foot coaster.
That's true.
And to be fair, keep in mind, it's never going to actually hit that height. They're just utilizing terrain. So why not do it?
Yeah, and if it doesn't launch, it'll probably be safe.
I mean, to do a launch and go up 220 feet, that's nothing. Intamin does that all the time. And they're just going to take the natural ravine down to the bottom, which would give them 412 feet. I know that is 222 feet total to get down to the bottom of that ravine in most areas.
Here's what it's going to be. It's not going to be an Intamin. It's going to be a mock, and it's going to be spinning.
Fine. Yeah, motherfuckers, sit and spin, bitches.
Time traveler ravine.
220 foot launch up, and then 412 foot down, and it's spinning the whole time.
If it's Intamin, none of us are going to fit.
No one's going to be able. We're not going to be able to ride it. Why the fuck are we talking about it? The only one that'll possibly ride is Gare Bear, and he's not going to get his ass out there. So let's move on. Let's move on.
I don't know. Rentz has been walking and being all super healthy and making me feel bad about eating whole pizzas.
Yes, I take nature walks every morning. So I can ride this Intamin in the ravine in Pittsburgh.
Wait a second. Nature walks. You mean like hooking up with hobos in the woods? Like,
yeah.
You can burn a lot of calories sucking a dick.
Yeah, but don't swallow. You gotta. Okay, that happened to me. Did you know there was one guy who he literally said to me, "Do you mind if I don't swallow? I'm watching my calories."
Whoa.
Wow.
I am serious as fuck. He said that to me.
He saw what you ate. He's like, I can't be taking that in.
Let me tell you, everyone out there, just so you know, fat people cum is not more calories than skinny people cum. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's anywhere between 5 and 25 calories per serving.
Oh, really?
Wow, so it can vary.
Yeah,
it's a good source of protein. It's all protein.
Right. Although apparently there's 11 milligrams of carbs, so you're not able to.
Seriously?
You're not able to eat it if you're on a low carb diet.
But it's gluten free, so
right. It is gluten free. It's gluten free, so you know.
It's gluten free.
Who knew?
If
you're on keto, you can't swallow.
That leads me to question. So if Rentz, if you were going to take me, Gare Bear, and Goliath, out on a date after a nice long day at your home park, where would you take us? Like out to dinner, where we're going to be like, have such a good time that we're going to let you just have your way with our assholes later.
Good question. Well, it probably wouldn't be a full day because it's a Great Escape, so it'll probably be a couple hours.
I am so relieved. Most people are like, why do I want to have my way with your asshole is you to leave.
I'll just play along. You know what we have out here in Lake George? Steamboats.
Ooh.
So it'd take you on a fancy steamboat dinner.
We're getting steamboat. Is a steamboat? Is that another word for like Cleveland?
That's not like a double entendre. That's a legitimate.
So do they like boil crab and crawfish and Louisiana Southern style?
Like
seafood?
Less fancy than that.
Okay, but that's not that fancy. That's like po' boys and whatnot.
Yeah, still less fancy than that.
So what? Tell us about what is this? What is this? What type of? What's the experience on the steamboat? Or like
it's cool. You get out. It's this giant steamboat that's on Lake George, and you just do like a tour up and down. It's nice. The lake's beautiful. It's a good way to.
They got country fried steak.
Maybe. It's funny. I actually haven't been on there in a while. I should probably check it out before I over-promise this.
Don't worry, we won't be able to pay it for you. We don't have the money that In the Loop does, so
Listen, if it doesn't work out, I'll just buy you some Six Flags chicken tenders.
That's still a fucking expensive meal.
Yeah, that's more expensive than the steamboat.
One of my favorite Six Flags meal was actually up at Great Escape.
Oh, really?
I went to that. Yeah, I went to that. I went to the bar place and I had pot roast. I love pot roast, and the pot roast sandwich was so good.
Where is this?
Yeah. I was eating on the dining plan, and there's the little bar place up there by.
Is it in the ghost town?
Yeah, in the ghost town. There's
Charlie's Saloon. I think they did it. Yeah, people like that. That's cool.
Yeah,
and they do the skillet thing out over there too.
Okay.
They got decent food.
They do.
Listen, Great Escape. I'm a promoter. I really love. That's a great park.
I have to say, I agree. I really enjoyed my time there.
Yeah.
What about, okay, let's talk about your guys' home park, Great America. Okay.
Great America.
What?
What?
No.
No.
Nobody's home park's Great America, sir. You are closer to Great America than any of us.
Remember when they were trying to name that loop coaster? I'm sorry, the Larson Loop, the Hurricane, or Eye of the Storm, or whatever. Right after Puerto Rico got demolished.
Right.
I was just trying to transition and I fucked it up.
It's okay.
It starts with great. It's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, at Great America, there was a fight broke out in the parking lot. Did you guys catch this? It looks like it should be on World Star.
Doesn't that happen like every day?
It does. It happens a lot out there. And it happens out at Kennywood a lot, too. And Carowinds, lots of fights as well.
Right.
Or fires. There's some kind of disaster.
Oh, girl. Oh, God. When girls fight, they always grab for the fucking hair. That seems like such a cheap move, but then they both get each other with the fucking hair lock.
When I fight, I grab for the dick.
Right. So at least you'll get something out of it.
Now, we generally ask people what they really would hope that their home park adds next, but no one really cares what you want to go into Great Escape.
Well, yeah, no. We want to know. We want to know what roller coaster that's been moved from other places is going to go into Great Escape.
T3 probably at this point.
I think their roller coaster adding days are over.
But what would you? Okay, but I'm more curious. What would you like to see Holiday World do?
Oh,
not that they're doing, but what you would like them to do.
Yeah. Normally, what I would say would be another like a big B&M coaster, like a Hyper or something. But I don't know that the capacity warrants it. I mean, you look at Thunderbird and it's busy in the morning, it's busy at night. It's a walk on all day.
Yeah, but you have to walk all the way fucking back there.
Yeah,
you have to walk all the way fucking back there.
How do you think I felt?
I'm sure.
No, so I would say keep doing that water park. Add another water coaster. Have 3. Who cares? Like, the lines are 2 hours all day long. Just do it.
I told them that. Like, when I was talking to them, I said, listen, you need another water coaster. Go for it. Those things are amazing. And they're going to get a line. They're going to bring people in. I mean, honestly, I feel like people talk about the water park more than the dry park most of the time.
Well, because it's hot as hell. And let's be honest, those water coasters, they're 2 hour lines, but they're high capacity. I think Mammoth is like the second highest capacity ride at the park behind Thunderbird and right above Raging Rapids.
Wow.
So they're not like, you don't need another just because you can't fit them through. It's just the demand is there.
Right.
Why not do it? Oh, wait, that's because they cost like $9, $10, $12 million. They're really expensive. But you know what? If you can afford Thunderbird, you can afford another water coaster.
You can afford a $22 million
Slater, you guys should just put in 2 water coasters instead of that spinning, instead of Mind Traveler.
I don't have time to be angry at Silver Dollar City right now. I don't have time.
What's your beef? That ride looks good.
It's not good.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying since the beginning. Like, Time Traveler looks fucking amazing.
The problem is we can't ride it. That's Slater's big issues. He can't ride it.
I hate spinning. I'm sorry. For the amount they spent, we could have had an Icon. We could have had our version of Helix. We could have had a fucking Giga.
Did you ride it?
Oh, I'm sorry, bitch. Did you ride yours?
Yeah, no, I didn't. How was it, though?
At least seriously. My excuse is that I'm fat and I can't, but I've been to the park multiple times. Your excuse is because you didn't go.
And Slater, you're like, how far are you from Silver Dollar City? And you've been there. You could have tried to ride.
I am 3 hours. This is a 3-hour drive. I have been there 6 times this season. I'm just saying.
You've been there 6 times this season, and you're 30 minutes. And haven't been once.
Yeah,
Listen, when you smoke that much pot,
right?
I understand it. I forgive it. It's fine. When you have a theme park in your hand, you might as well stay home. Okay,
life's a bitch.
To be fair, I'm gonna give Gare Barebone. He works like crazy hours. The boy is always working. So that dick.
Life's fucking crazy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right now, I will write it. And I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'll come back and I'll be like, it's all right.
Okay. So Rentz, tell me. Obviously you've worked, parks for 9 years total, or somewhere around there. You've done it for a while. Do you have a memory of one of the craziest experience you've had with guests that you had to deal with?
They're way worse in New York.
That's not surprising.
Didn't you have an issue with someone at Hollywood Nights once?
Sometimes, oh yeah. Well, I just got to tell you this. Sometimes, at Holiday World, they'd call you for we'd call it Code C. In New York, they were called Signal 17s, and you'd go there, and the person would be the nicest person. You're like, oh, this is a complaint. Where in New York, they're threatening to stab you. It's a totally different. Or you had the French Canadians come down, and that was a whole nother issue. But yeah, Hollywood.
I hate French Canadians. I talked to them on the phone with my job, and they're the most pompous, worthless sons of bitches.
Has anyone been to La Ronde? Oh my god, that
no.
park. Go and realize the world is doomed.
You know what? I'm telling you right now, there's definitely people out there who really, really agree with that statement.
And no, listen, I love going there just because I love Goliath. I love some of those rides are great, but
Goliath with a Superman paint job. It's lovely.
That was something got lost in translation there. Crazy. Yeah, Hollywood Night.
Was it the guy with the smiley face Speedo?
Wait, this year?
No, he's been coming for about 3 or 4 years, and have you seen him? He has the smiley face Speedo.
No, I haven't seen that. I feel like I'd remember that.
You get to end of the park like that?
It does not leave anything to the imagination. It's a smiley. It's bright yellow. It's got smiley face on the front, and then it has the X symbol on the back.
No entry.
It's special. It's one of those wow. Okay,
so what was his deal? Who is this guy? I don't remember that at all. Was that last year?
He was there last year, but I believe
he's been doing it for 3 years. He was here this year too. I'm just wow, boy. Okay.
No, I never saw that. But I got my first Hollywood Nights. I got accosted in the midway because they were running Voyage with the trim on. And this guy just unloaded on me about how we ruined the ride and it was terrible and how dare we. And I'm just I just started a few months ago.
Wow.
I just push buttons, dude.
I don't have the power to, but it was just very strange because overall everybody who comes is just so grateful and nice. And, we didn't have that at Great Escape. No one was coming. No one was really traveling to visit there. So it was really cool. So that was a damper because that was a tough situation.
Did he get banned?
I think
banned.
He left for the day/year. I don't know what they ended up doing. I left, security took over. I don't know.
We always have to ask our guests one question in particular, and I'm sure that you've been thinking about it, and I hope you have your answer ready. Because we really need this for our upcoming either calendar or book or comic
You're doing a book?
or whatever we're going to start doing. I think Pixar has a deal lined up with us as well, so it should be really good.
Really?
But
okay.
Tell us.
I didn't know that.
I mean, most of these are.
Is it going to be sold out there at Pixar Pier?
I mean, most of these are Disney property, anyways.
That's true. That's very true.
We had to make a deal just to be able to publish this shit.
That's true.
But we need to ask you, if you could have sex on any roller coaster or theme park attraction, what would it be and how would you pull it off? Because we need details. We need to see the fine print of how you would actually achieve it.
And what would you call it? Because we like a snappy name.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's
we
a
need
ride
something we can put on a
name?
t-shirt.
Well, I had thought about it and it was all coasters, but then you said, Slater, before you're like, oh, it can be any ride. So I'm like, oh, well, that changes things. So if it were a coaster, it's all about length. And I mean duration. That's what I mean.
Okay.
And so it would have to be the ultimate. And that's what I would call it. I would do it on that because I'd have 2 hours to get it done.
I mean, you could give 2 blowjobs on that second lift hill.
So what you're saying is you're a man who likes to take his time. I see.
Yeah. It's all about the full, the full ride. So I would do that, or I wouldn't do it on Mystic Timbers because no one likes a shitty finish. Let's see.
No one likes a shitty finish.
No one likes it in more ways than one. And I was thinking about the ride, and of course my home park is a Great Escape, and of course everybody knows what happened there last year. So I would have said the Sky Ride because I know that's a 27-minute ride, but if I'm gonna, I don't think I'm gonna
You don't want, what you're saying is you don't want them to fall out?
Yeah, exactly. So
everything needs to stay contained.
Yeah.
At least fall out under your own conditions.
Exactly. So they have a little swan boat ride. That could be fun.
You do that. You could do the bobsled ride.
Oh my! I wouldn't have to do anything. I'd get fucked hard just riding it.
So we're gonna have to make like the Rentz Ultimate.
The Rentz Ultimate. Yep. It'll be.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Have you ever seen a POV of that ride? Those are some slow lift hills.
I can imagine a POV from your eyes in this fucking scenario.
Oh, tell me
now.
more.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. So yeah, that would
How
be.
long do we have? 11 more minutes of lift hills. Yes, darling.
That thing is like. Although, didn't that hit a deer?
Many times.
That would be.
It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's expected.
That would be a bad experience mid-course. So
I know.
It's fun because earlier we kind of talked about Rob Alvey, and I guess you've already answered that question, because normally it's around this time we'd ask people what's their true and honest opinion of Rob Alvey, but I'm gonna ask it again anyways. In like 3 words, describe Rob Alvey for us. Like who is he to you?
3 words.
I mean, you can do more than that.
Yeah.
No, like I said, disappointed in behavior. Those are my 3 words. Disappointed.
Oh my God, you should be a school teacher. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Well, because
we all kind of are.
If it was a shitty website, who cares? But it's like I love that site. I love the content that goes on there.
The bitch is that we need his POVs.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
like,
it's great.
If he didn't have his POVs out there, it would.
You don't need speakers for it.
Right, exactly. Put that shit on mute. But if you didn't have his POVs, like a lot of coaster enthusiasts wouldn't have been as into it as they are today, because they can sit there and oogle it on the internet.
You guys had I'm trying to remember who it was, but who basically said like I love what he's done for the industry, and I agree with that. Like
Me too.
I loved it when I was really young. It was all Coaster Buzz for whatever reason. And then when I found like Theme Park Review, it was like, great, this is great content. And it was like, so you can't discredit that. But yeah, I just...
Right. It's fine. We're going to take his place though. See,
I will say, let me tell you this though. I will tell you this. I've worked with several people in the industry over the past 14 years, I'll say. And that have been in and out of kind of that club. That like, oh, I'm good and now I'm not good and I'm banned and my friends are banned and... So there's a lot of like they were in with the crowd and now they're out. So it's like,
well, now we've got other POV people like Mr. Nimitz says we don't need him. We've got Coaster Force and other people that are doing POVs and stuff.
Yeah, but does Coaster Force mount them?
Yeah,
I feel like every time I watch a Coaster Force, they're always just handheld.
Either that or like head mounted.
Oh, okay.
Well, so, yeah, when I went to the park, or when I went to over Georgia for Media Day for what's it called? The park actually had everything mounted, like professional video camera mounted and stuff for the media. They actually had everything mounted, and they gave us a little jump drive with our POV, forward and backwards. They even did a Facebook Live for Coaster Addict.
Huh. So that's the thing now too. The park just gives you the media, like
exactly.
Yeah.
Just slap your name on it. It's way easier now than it used to be. I mean,
that would be. I would hope he'd be thinking about that, because if it's way more accessible, then no one's going to put up with that shit forever.
So one of the questions we have, are some enthusiasts just can't stand people having fun and putting their hands up on rides while riding roller coasters. So, are you hands up or hands down?
I think they should ride however they want to ride. Personally, I just like to hold on. I don't know why. I don't like get a thrill out of that. It's like kind of like too much work. But no, it's like my arms are burning. Let me hold on. But no, go for it. Live your best life. You want to put hands up? Who cares? The restraints are designed to keep you in.
Right?
Who seriously has a problem with that shit, though?
Yeah, I've never heard that of being like an issue.
Who's like going to management and being like, these motherfuckers keep putting their hands up. I didn't see anything.
That's what I was going to say. Is that what they're mad about, that they can't see?
All I saw was his live life tattoo.
They're also worried about BO coming and wafting.
That's a very needed, that's a very good point.
It's just shit ain't in France.
Oh, BO? Yeah, well, listen, that's a problem.
We all wear deodorant.
Right.
I will tell you this, like all of these issues with like amputees and guests not being able to ride with arms. Well, when the park brochure has everybody with their hands up, you got a problem, and I think that's why That's, oh my God, the stories I could tell you on that.
But a lot of them have like a detailed guideline. Like you can ride this ride if you have one leg and one arm missing. You can ride this ride if you only have one arm missing. You can ride this ride if you have a leg missing. But like there's strict guidelines on certain ones.
Oh yeah,
you can ride.
Well, depending on the park or the company, they're like over the top or they're sensible.
And the insurance as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think insurance plays less of a role than most people think. I think it's more... Well, I shouldn't say that, actually. I shouldn't say that, because it's different.
It probably plays a big role.
Yeah, for sure.
It depends. It depends. Like, I've heard that Knoebels actually pays, like, double the insurance Cedar Fairwood because they don't put seatbelts on and stuff on their coasters.
That I could see, because it's a restraint device.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But seatbelts don't do jack shit. I mean, can't they look at the numbers?
It's a secondary restraint.
Say that to Six Flags Over Texas. They disagree.
Whatever.
Like the seatbelt was going to do anything?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Actually, it may have kept her in, actually. I'm just saying. Well, to be fair, she wouldn't have been able to buckle the seatbelt. She wouldn't have ridden. I'm just saying. So, just saying.
No, that's right. It's a self-limiting device, and that's why it would have helped, because it would have restrained, it would have stopped her from riding. Or I don't know. I don't know enough about that case.
Maybe. True. Maybe she would have been too big for the seatbelt.
Yeah, who knows? But you know what? Now that you have time and aren't like, just constantly gagging on Holiday World's cock, what's a dream park that you want to go to? Like, if you go anywhere, what park do you want to go to?
Oh God, that's a good question.
I mean, because it's time for you to get back out there. You've been like just so Holiday World focused for like 3.5 years.
Yeah, right.
It's like time to get back in.
I want to try Silver Dollar City. I would want to go there.
Well, come out. We're doing an event. You're not doing anything, bitch. You should come out.
Yeah, right.
I'm literally not doing anything.
You're literally not doing anything. You're staying at your parents' house. And I will be talking to you about that seriously. You're coming out. You're going to come out.
When is it?
It is this month, actually, July 28th. Oh, don't me, bitch. You can make it happen.
My brother's coming up in July, at the end of July.
So what? You've seen your brother a million times. How many times have you seen me?
Home. He works a lot. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because I want to go to Silver Dollar City. That would be it's a great park.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to experiencing the lesser Hershey Park.
Oh, go suck your dick. It's not the lesser.
Isn't Dollywood the lesser Hershey Park?
It's amazing.
So I have a question. First off, what's your least favorite ride? What ride have you ridden? You're like, I'm never fucking riding that piece of shit again.
Has anyone ever ridden Grizzly at California's Great America?
No.
Yeah.
That is
I thought you were going to say King's Dominion, and I was going to get mad because I love that ride.
No, the one at California's Great America is terrible.
Yeah.
That, or I love my home park, but the Alpine Bobsled, that is a terrible ride. So either of those.
And is there somebody in the community that you hate? Well, we have a question. We're gonna have you put somebody onto your least favorite ride, and make them ride for the rest of eternity. Who would that be?
And try not to pick Rob Alvey. I know it's hard.
I don't know that I know enough people to decide. Like, I don't know if I know enough people in the community to, could it be a past coworker?
Yeah, of course it can.
Of course
it can.
People you love, people that you love.
That's what I like the best. I love the shady shit. That's what I want. I want the nitty gritty. Who's the cunt? Who is it?
I can't tell you. I'll just say the Pod Squad. They can enjoy the Grizzly. They can record.
Oh. The whole Pod Squad.
The whole Pod Squad.
Wow.
Because I can't just pick one. No, I love them. I love them. I just can't single out anybody. No, I really don't know a lot of, Rob Alvey's kind of the obvious choice. Who else is there?
I know, right?
Whatever. We all know. We all know you just want to give the Pod Squad the Varoot treatment.
There's the line.
I'm a line jumper, bitch. That's what I do.
I love that.
Fucking slams down upon that line.
Sorry, we've got a line jumper here.
I love that Pod Squad. Yeah, I don't know, because Rob Alvey's the obvious choice, but I don't know who. What do other people say? Who's hated?
Pretty much across the board, Rob Alvey.
Besides him, though.
I mean,
I don't know.
if what I'm working on works out Tyler Bybee or Taylor Bybee. We were
Taylor
thinking
Bybee.
I don't know if it's Taylor
Oh,
or Tyler.
I know that
Taylor.
guy.
Taylor, yeah, it's Taylor.
Do you not like that guy?
I have no problem with him. I just think that he is
He's a lot.
homosexual that needs to come out of the closet. And to be honest, I'm probably going to cut this whole part out. Just
Oh
because,
no. Why? What do you?
Oh,
who
come
cares?
because I don't want to be mean to him. The dude's like 18 and he really
Oh,
hasn't
we're
done
not being
anything to
mean.
anyone.
I actually really like him. He came to Hollywood Nights. He was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so you took him back
He's
home.
not going to be hurt by us
like that.
saying this shit. People are going to Google him. He'll get views and shit.
News here. It's
did a
right
Hobo
here.
post-skit.
Rentz totally fucked Tyler Bybee.
Oh my god.
Taylor
Cut
Bybee.
this.
T Bybee. Whatever it is. I
No,
don't
we
know.
did like
T-Baby.
we did a hobo
T-Bibes.
post skit with him.
Yeah,
Vibes.
you split him in half. Like
It was a very-
your
it was a
dick
very
would break him in
family-friendly-
half, Rentz.
It was a
Your
very
dick would
family-friendly
break him in
skit.
half.
Oh my god.
You know it's true.
Oh my god.
There's a reason why they call him the Ritz loaf.
Who says
It's
that?
like a loaf of bread.
Who says
Hurrah-cha!
Okay.
Derails.
I mean, we established that you're a top, so I'm
my
assuming you
God.
literally fucked him in half.
Yeah.
I met him for 5 minutes.
Well, that's all it takes, bitch. I mean, he's fragile.
No, I told you the ultimate. It's not 5 minutes.
Ha.
It's 7
Well, I know, but he
minutes.
just broke really quickly. I mean, that's not your fault.
God. Oh my god.
He's like, daddy, ow!
That was it.
None of this is staying.
Oh, honey, this is shit I'm saying. You don't get to say in what I say.
Of course. He's going to say it, so it's going to stay.
That's adorable.
Oh.
He can edit the. This is all
Yeah.
taken care of in editing.
Hey, Eckert, why don't you fire him?
Too late, I quit.
I think we actually don't. We have to get going anyways.
We do.
We've been recording for an hour and 45 minutes.
You didn't even ask him. We don't even know who wants to fuck, marry, kill.
We do have to do that. You're right.
Yeah. Okay, so fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill. Your choices are Paula Werney.
Oh my god.
Elvira.
Elvira?
What about Oboe Girl?
Oh, Leah? Oh, Leah.
I thought I was being mean with Paula, but goddamn, motherfucker.
I don't do halfway. Why not?
Like, wait, is this all women? We gave them choices. They're all women?
Yeah, I'd kill everybody.
Oh
Or I could make something good out of that oboe.
It's like giving a straight guy men. So
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
we do that all the time.
You do that all the time. So why
I would
not?
have a polygamous marriage with Leah and Paula. There you go. And I would kill Elvira.
That's just foreplay
She's
for that
practically
bitch.
dead anyways. She's just a skeleton.
That's what I would do.
Oh
That's
my
what I would
gosh.
do.
Well, we have to answer it too. So for me, it is absolutely marry Elvira because that's just going to be interesting, okay? And also, hey, she has connections with Universal, so that might be some free tickets.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Horror Nights. There you go.
There you go.
Thinking the long
Then-
game. Smart, Slater.
Gosh, come on. I love Elvira. And okay,
Who are you gonna push out of a car, basically?
gosh, this is tough. This is tough. Like, I love you, Paula, but you're constant nagging. I'm sorry. You don't approve of me. You give me that look, and I just
approve of me.
no. I went to Hollywood Nights, and the first thing she sees me, and she just says, "Don't cause trouble." Like, it's serious as fuck. She's like, "Don't cause trouble."
It's eating you alive.
I'm like, I don't ever cause trouble.
No, never.
So
Never.
I'm
We
going
don't-
to
we don't
I'm
get
going to
our-
kill Paula, and I'm gonna fuck Leah because I can use her oboe as her toy. Wouldn't it be lovely?
Ooh. Okay, so who is Oboe Girl?
She's
One of
Leah.
the owners
She's
of
super,
Holiday
super
World.
smart. Very smart.
She's very sweet.
Okay.
very nice.
What is she known for doing with this oboe? Just playing it?
She makes it honk.
Oh.
This is like talking about your family.
So I'm gonna say that I would fuck Elvira. I would marry Paula because I don't know anything about you, girl. We could run away. We could learn everything, every detail. And then I'd kill Oboe Girl because I don't know a goddamn thing about you, girl.
It's easy enough.
But at least Elvira's got at least one good buck left in her, and I think that's ongoing forever. As a gay man, I can still say that. Like, that girl riding it.
Well, I'd say I'd kill Elvira, but she's already dead, or she deals with the death already, people. So that's
true.
I don't know if you could do double. You know, I mean, I might be into necrophilia, but that's a little too much.
Well, Elvira is basically the film Death Becomes Her, like in Walking Flesh.
Right, exactly. So I can't really kill her. So I'll give necrophilia a round. You know, we'll give, you know. And, you know.
Necrophilia. I like sex with no reaction. Anyway.
That's what chloroform's for.
I like sex with no reaction.
I had a friend who had a band, and that was one of their songs. And it was this chant thing, and it was over and over again. And we were young.
Isn't that what chloroform's for?
Oh, God.
Well, we call it Cosbying these days.
Oh, right. My bad. And then, I guess
generally looked down upon nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry Oboe Girl because she owns a theme park.
Oh, yeah.
She owns a theme park.
That makes sense.
So,
It's very smart.
You don't know what happened at band camp. I mean, you know, I've heard stories about band camp, so, you know, it can't be too bad. So,
and let's be honest, she's pretty. You'd totally fuck the shit out of her, and you would. You would.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to get those curls all tangled up? Yeah, you do, motherfucker.
Sure. Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
So, yes.
Poor Rentz, he's dying
Solid
right now.
choices.
My soul is withering away.
I'm sorry, Paula. I'm going to have to kill you.
Oh, no, Paula.
She won't allow it.
Poor Paula.
And on that note, we remind you to listen to Holiday World podcast.
Yeah.
Ho-wo-po.
Yeah.
At Ho-wo-po.
I haven't listened to the last episode.
That's okay. I don't listen to this one either, so you're all good.
Yeah. Who does?
It's good because I've been editing you completely out of this show for about 6 months and you haven't noticed.
That's fun. They're saving up my voice for some Ride This D.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Quiet,
Ride this
motherfucker.
D.
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to talk about that.
Get off my D.
Get off my... He's stuck. You know what, though? Rentz, it has been lovely having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Anytime, darling.
Thank you for ruining my career.
Of course. Well, you
welcome.
did that to yourself.
That's right.
You signed on the dotted line.
I sure did.
Oh, it's so true. He just, because I know I'm going to be getting furious text in like 10 minutes. Be like, this goes. It's going to be a 15-minute episode.
I'm not going back.
Cut this shit.
But it's been lovely. But of course, we have a tradition here at Ride This One before we go, and that is that we do our final thoughts.
Yes.
So you're the guest. So guest first. Motherfucker, what are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Just the ultimate.
Just be the ultimate.
I'm thinking about the ultimate.
He prefers the ultimate over 5 minutes with Bybee.
Okay, Gare Bear, what are your final thoughts?
Well, if you're that, then I'm Desperado.
Rough and not usually available.
I'm open, but you gotta wait 20 minutes to get on board.
And you must have at least 10 people to ride.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
And Goliath, what is your final thought?
Well, I gotta say, I don't understand why you would go from a place that was in the middle of nowhere to another place in the middle of nowhere. At least you don't have nearly as much snow.
Yep.
Slater, what's your final thought?
Well, you know, I've been thinking long and hard about my final thought, which is really me just stalling for time while I think of one.
Gare Bear, this is what you say. This is what you say next time. I'm thinking long and hard about this.
That's a great final thought, though.
No. I mean, my final thought is I actually can't wait until we have Rentz on again, because this is just appearance one for him.
Yeah.
And we're going to have him back. And
this is what RTO does. It steals people from other podcasts.
We do. We
just
and
absorb them.
We slowly corrupt them, and they get worse and worse. And Rentz, I don't know if you believe in hell, but make peace with going there.
We're like the island of misfit toys, basically. We all just come together to make this crazy fucked up podcast together.
Well, I love it. I think it's a great podcast, and I have a lot to fucking say.
But really, I will say, Rentz, if you can, like you were talking about earlier, if you can make that 3-way with you, me, and Paula happen, I mean, I want that. I mean, I would get me so many Instagram followers. I really need that to happen. So,
kind of 3-way.
Make that happen. And make that happen, bitch. But you know what? It's been lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. But you know what? We have got to get the fuck out of here.
We do.
But before we do, you motherfuckers out there need to know how to get a hold of us.
Of course they do.
Rentz, where can they find you when you catch up on Twitter?
I don't know. I think it's like Rentz or Eric Rentz. I don't know. What's my Twitter handle?
Google him.
Yeah, just Google me. Google me, bitches.
Yes, you can find him at Eric Rentz, just ERICRENTZ.
Thank you.
On Twitter. So go follow him. He catches up about like once every couple of weeks.
I'm a bad twatter.
He's a bad twatter.
So he's like about equal with Gerber.
Basically.
Twitter's too smart for me.
So if you want to follow me on Twitter, which is pretty much a ghost town, go to at RTO Bear. But really, you should just follow the show at Ride This One, because that's where the main fucking shit happens. But Goliath, where can they find you at?
Well, they can find me at Twitter at RTO Goliath. You can also watch me as well as our online live broadcasts on Live Me. I'm Coaster Freak on Live Me, and I'm also RTO Goliath on Twitter. Slater, what about you? Where can they find you?
Well, them bitches know, but you can find me at RTO Slater. And of course, guys, as you know, we have a new show, Ride This 2.
That's
and you can find them at RT2, that's the number 2, podcast. And you can also, of course, find the host at RTO Delaney, at RTO Valentine, and at RTO Muscle Daddy. So make sure to follow those motherfuckers out there. They're doing a good show. It's fine. I'm editing it out, all of their racist content. It's a lot of work.
Slater, I thought you didn't. I thought you wanted to stop editing our show. Why the fuck are you adding another fucking show?
I know I said I wasn't going to get into it, but the really honest truth of the matter is I don't trust any bitches ever for anything.
We know this. We know this. He has no trust whatsoever, guys.
I don't, but I'm good at faking it for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask my boyfriend.
And if you guys want to fake it and send us a message like Slater always does to his boyfriend, you can call us at 26-RIDE-THIS. That's 267-433-8447. Or you could even text that number. And if you didn't catch that, don't worry, it's in the fucking show notes.
Right?
Yeah, motherfuckers. And of course, we have a Facebook at facebook.com/RideThisOne. I have been updating it. It is active, so feel free to, of course, if you're following Twitter, it's all the same shit. Copy paste, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag original content.
Yes.
Yas. Yas.
Yeah, send us an email. RideThisOnePodcast@gmail.com.
Send us dick pics. Send us dick pics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll send you keychains.
And if it's specifically for Rentz over here, just put that in the subject title for Rentz, and I'll make sure he gets them.
Yeah, please, please.
That was like desperate and like serious. And like, please.
Wow, it was special. Wow. Wow.
Because all he's been getting is Santa cock for the past 3.5 years.
I mean, you say it like it's a bad thing.
Well, and methy blowjobs, because in the Midwest it's all methy blowjobs.
Yeah.
But at least those are gummers.
It's corn-fed.
But we gotta go. So in the words of Leah's oboe, honk honk, motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Honk, honk.
Honk, bitches.
Ride This One Podcast. If you want family friendly, go listen to Coaster fucking Radio.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Butthole-shaped lips, my dear.